What is up? Risk takers! Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top grandmaster playing Risk Global Domination. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. Today we're working on our Expo cap skills. The meta settings with Expo cards, Europe Advanced, Fog Blizzards, no portals, no alliances. I'm in the penultimate seat playing some Magenta. And these are your 8 blizzards to start. So, do we have a normal noob corner? We have an interesting noob corner. So, yeah, we have a very interesting noob corner. An OP Alps cap. White takes the bottom. So white fundamentally splits the bottom line. Gascony is also very interesting here. Gascony, Marseille, Alps. If there's a cap in any or all of those 3 positions, that spices it up. 2-line block, 3-line blocks. We have it. The bottom is a 1-4-5. Purple choosing the outside. I could cap lock the noob corner on that side and take Scandi, have 2-point long Scandi into Russia. Magenta might roll that. But it is a 3. Not Magenta, I'm Magenta. Purple might roll that. So we get the purple capital. We get the white capital. The second last to pick isn't my favorite. Because, like, if I don't pick this, then what am I taking? Trieste or Denmark? I don't hate Trieste here. If there's a tip cap, we see green isn't there. The problem is because it's Expo, my cap's going to be locked if I take Trieste. But the same basic situation with Denmark. So we do see Gascony. I think this is my better option. Like, this is a shitty option that just blocks and fucks over purple. But I'm going to need someone to open my cap, is the problem. I'm going to take my bonus turn 1 and hopefully see what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Europe Advanced with exponential capitals. Fog and Blizzard on, portals alliances are off. Balance split size automated bot and a 60-second timer. Okay, red is right there too. Rats. Red chose capital 1 in the last seat. That is a high-risk play for red. Maybe we can do something crazy like go for Scandi. Nope. Green wants it. White 2. Okay, so where do we think the green cap is then? Somewhere up there. Red did see my cap and choose to pick Romania anyways. White did something. Okay, white worked on Africa. Lose 2 on it too. Okay. Well, I think that 3 is going to be fucked. Blue just gets the whole noob corner now. We don't know where green's cap is. They're up there. We see everybody else's. All right, I mean, I'm going to try to take my bonus, and if it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. I just actually try and pop red out of existence, but I don't think I want to do that. Red sees what I'm doing, so if they put in there to target me, that'll be unfortunate for both of us, I would say. This takes the bonus. He's captain would be ideal, not break his adjacent neighbor. Literally would just benefit everybody else on this board, right? We have blue top left, we have green top middle, we have purple on the right-hand side. Yep. Doesn't break? Okay. So red's cool, at least for a turn. But he guards against me. Okay. Did green hold? No. Captain Goofy. This is a real problem. So blue's going to be up here. And then maybe have a front with white. Depends on how fast white can consolidate Africa. White's cap sucks long term, but between white and blue's cap, that's a really nice piece of the board to have locked down. I hit my 4, 1, 2, 3. Maybe finish Africa this turn. No, he decides to take a turn 2 plus 3 instead. Split. That's to guard on the outside. Okay. And purple is nothing. They're going to roll my 3 here. Do they have that top? I spawned with those top 2 territories, perhaps. Okay. Well, then green's going to have to deal with them up there. And blue is on Iceland. Oh. And Great Britain. 8 troops. No. They go up. Take France. No, they go down. Okay. So blue goes down both turns. White goes over and then over. That means I can do this. Probably. And it's a big probably. This is not a high confidence take. This is a give it a shot sort of take. Okay. Okay, so Captain Goofy has a 2 there. A 2 gets popped if, but not yet. And their red's expansion should be down into Orient. Yeah, good. So red's going to butt white. Yeah. Yeah, breaks white. Good. Red starts a war. Instead of starting a war with me, starts a war with the guy down there. He says, oh, shit. Oh, no. He finds the white's capital. Yeah. He says, oops, I fucked up. Yeah, you did. You fucked up. Cap and Goofy. Cap and Goofy come down off the 2. Or do you deal with purple and blue who are on your flanks? I don't know where the green cap is, but it's got to be up there. Maybe it's in Russia. No, that wouldn't make much sense. Purple wouldn't have capped there because they would have been able to see if that was it. I'm going to begrudgingly hit the 2, and we'll see if that pisses off green. I'm not going to break his bonus. Hold anything this turn? Oh, no, never mind. He says, no, you will not be hitting Denmark. Okay. 6 troops. He still doesn't have a bonus. So this guy has very few troops on his capital, if anything. Yeah, and purple does not have Russia. Okay. Well, we'll just take the whole +8 here. Lol. Lol, JK. Blue on 12. What does blue do about that? I want to get blue out of this side of the board. I predict we see green has lost its capital. So we hit a bunch of board. We don't have it yet. Purple doesn't know that. Okay, 10 for red. Where does red go? Red just wants to take, my guess is now red will take Orient and try and call truce with white. Yes. Okay, so will white allow that to occur? Yeah, anyone lose a cap? My guess would be green. No, green. Okay, green finally does have Scandi this turn. Keeping purple off. So purple's in trouble. Green, I bet, pisses off. So green's Mickeying me in Denmark, right? He doesn't actually need to sit there with the stack, but I get why the stack is there. We know he doesn't have that. That's not his, or rather, we know that's not his capital. Ooh, sets early in Expo. All right. Got a feeling Captain Goofy doesn't know how to play very well. This is going down into Russia or into Noob Corner. One or the two. We won't know, though. I guess we'll know from what blue generates. Purple says thanks. Sure. Yeah, so white on 8. So now we're going to expect white to take this or go to war with red. War with red? No, he does take. Okay, roll 7 before? No. White does nothing. Purple remain off bonus. I kind of want to go pop to red. But maybe the hope is that red will expand into other directions that are favorable to me. Purple's in a spot, eh? Their cap doesn't actually... Their cap protects one of the 3 entries into Russia, but green is big on the other side. I think about what to do here. Good on everyone for sticking around. We got a real game of 6 players. I love that. I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't jinx it. I shouldn't jinx it. I'm just happy. Happy we get a real game. All right. Take a card past the turn. 11 for blue. So yeah, so green hit blue up in Noob Corner. Is blue going to stand for that? Yeah, blue's fine to stand for that. Blue lets green be big. Ooh. Okay. We can cap stack. Red sees what I'm doing. So I kind of have like I have a threat on red. Red, okay, red does not have all of Orient yet. Maybe white broke. My stack, unfortunately, only opens to red. I don't think blue hit green back. So green's actually going to be unreasonably large given the fact that his cap probably sucks. And blue's playing 2 passive. So blue has Spain but not France. Blue actually should be the one who's leaning on green, and they aren't. Okay, red is surprised. Red is surprised. 12. Okay. So green will be emboldened by the fact that he's being allowed to hold the Noob Corner. And he could be emboldened into any of 3 directions. He could be emboldened to go into blue, go into me, or go into purple. But he isn't going into me, so which one is it? Looks like I might even hold the +8, which is crazy. Did white get broken by red? No, white gets to hold. And they're going to finish Africa. Not yet. All right, I should go up into Italy here. Okay, purple takes the 7. Goes up into green. Ooh, that was a big hit. Yeah, so green left a huge off-cap stack on purple. Green has no troops on their cap. This is where green goes from 0 to 0. Ooh, purple gives me their capital. Ooh, that is so good. That is so good. It goes MIA. Purple sues, green goes MIA. Cool, I'll take it. Setsu into not me. Okay. I got a nice kill guard on purple there in Italy. Okay. Red still has Orient, and they see that I've gotten the purple cab. So I have eyes on the purple kill. We don't take it this turn. We're going to take it next turn. We don't know. There's a little bit more in France. It's probably disorganized. Red's going to try for purple and fail. Yeah. Try for purple and fail. And this is going to piss off green. Might get the green cap, though, because guesses green has no troops on it. Let's see if green starts with... Green super hard. Let's see if green starts with... yeah. Green starts with 3. Did you get the green cap? No, you didn't. Okay, Captain Goofy still has his capital. I'm going to take out purple here. The questions are, where could purple be? So purple could be here, unlikely. Purple could be here, a little bit more likely, but I expect to see them only there. Poor old Captain Goofy. Yeah, 22. That's his cap stack. Okay, this is going into red now. Okay. I need to not fail the purple kill is the thing. Green's hitting red so hard. Oh my God. Green, you're an aggro noob. I love it. Maybe I could line into the green kill as well. Hey, so does white clear? Yeah. I hope white doesn't save. Like hit my 7 and save the purple. No, white's chilling. White is stack and pass. Cool. All right. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Is there an additional position? Oh, sorry. We all have to wait for the guy who bought it to actually bought. That's right. Let's talk about something interesting. Well, we know the guy quit, so imagine that there was just not a waste of time right now. Imagine we see the bot hitting stuff. I hope I get a third card out of this fucking bot, considering he didn't disconnect this turn. He disconnected last turn. Like the game could account for the fact that he didn't, like he setsued. We all saw it. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait for him to come back. And take a card on my bonus. Not my bonus. Yeah, it is. Opens my cap, though, which is nice. Okay, so I think we have that kill. Maybe blue goes for it and fails it. So that sneaky kill guard in Italy. Sets gets the 13. Yeah, I think it's kill purple into kill green is how I'm going to play it. Ooh, fuck me. He doesn't pop it. Okay. Let's just make sure it's not there. Nope. Shit. Okay. No set green. Does red go for it? Red should go for it. Got the Joker. Just going to go up and around. White goes MIA. Yeah, so it looks like we failed the green kill on a bad split. But red's not going to have enough resources. You should have gone off your cap, red. Okay, opens my cap. I can do it this turn. Unless he sets here. And Captain Goofy. And red doesn't even take my 1 cap in Trieste. Which is very nice of him. Come on, Captain Goofy. At least give us a 4th card. The Cap'n. Yeah, what a terrible cap, dude. Terrible corner capping fuck. Yeah. Okay. So we will set kill green and then have good lines for a future kill. But I won't have an open cap. Maybe I'll pivot back to Trieste, actually. Okay, so white quit here. That sucks. I want to hit red. Blue flags. Smell you blue. Okay, so then I'm only really in a game against red. I'll kill green and hit red a bit, I guess. Yeah, white bucket and take cards. Sure. I actually can't do both. I can't hit red a bit. And kill white, maybe? I don't have the resources to... What if it's... Okay, so what if it's kill... Don't set. Kill green, dry, into set, kill white. Yeah, that's how we do it. Don't set first. Sequence all the kills. So starting with green, dry. And then we'll... Yeah, dry, kill green, set, kill white, set, kill blue, set, kill... Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we got it. And I'd like to solve the puzzle. Still not quite. This is high risk. Okay. And will we have enough to get white is the problem. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we have to bust up red because I have an off cap stack there. That sucks. But if we didn't bust up that, it stops our plan, though. Stops us from killing white this turn. Ooh. He moves to the blue cap. I think red's toast no matter what. No matter what these two bots do. Yeah, that 22 shouldn't have been there. I think he was trying to block green, though. Okay, white bot sets. Their kill off the table. Red might end up getting a lower placement than blue, unfortunately. No, than white. Blue's already locked in lowest. Okay, so does it hit the 6? No. And can I use the blue bot? Nope. Can't do that either. Yeah, red's going to get lower than white. Sucks. That sucks. I hate that. And red's gone MIA. He doesn't care. All right. Well, if he's gone MIA, then that is the breaks, folks. Q&A question for today. If you have questions for me, I have answers. Throw them up in the Q&A thread on my Discord, and they'll be answered in the order in which they're asked. Today's question is from Smelly K9. Why do you smell? Take a bath. I'm traveling through much of Southeastern Asia, South America, Australia, and China next year. Epic. And as much as I want to see the world, I want to learn from it. I want to understand how different people and societies think. Oh, that is a very, I love that. That is a noble goal. let's see if we can clean up this board. And there goes red. I'm curious whether travel has ever changed your worldview, or if there were places, people, philosophies, political systems that made you rethink things. Even if you haven't traveled much yourself, I have. What kinds of questions do you think someone should ask themselves while traveling if they actually want to understand the world better? Oh. Oh, blue. I'm especially interested in China, in understanding what everyday life feels like in a modern one-party state. What trade-offs people feel they're making, and whether people there see those trade-offs differently than the West. Oh, certainly. Okay, these are great questions. I've been to China, notably, and I did have a pretty interesting reaction to it. Let's get the W's here. The W, yes, the W. Okay. I'm curious whether travel has ever changed my worldview. Not really. I'm a very curious person, and I've read a lot about history and different cultures. So the experience of being there isn't, or rather for me, wasn't a matter of changing my perspective on things so much as getting to experience the things I've read about personally. So the perspective was already there, and my perspective on different cultures is kind of like my perspective on most things, a bit heterodox. When maybe you've had this thought, maybe you haven't, but I love sharing it with you guys when it comes up. It is impossible to objectively measure your own culture from within it. We are incepted with the values of what our current society, our culture, time and place believe. And we cannot fully escape that framework. So my reading of history has allowed me to take a look at other cultures and in other places and other times and really get a sense of just how wide the variability in human experience has been for other humans that have lived. Like, my favorite example is the Aztecs. When we talk about literal human sacrifice, Aztecs murdered their children to sacrifice them to the god so that they would make it rain on top of a pyramid, right? They slit their throat or fucking cut their heads off or something. We see this as grotesque. We see this as frightening. But for them, it was normal. And this is the thing I want to dwell on. They didn't think of these things as, I mean, I'm sure it was a peak experience. Maybe not so much for the person being sacrificed, but they saw these things as normal. So what we accept as normal and what the people you are going to meet accept as normal. Like, I found the experience of being in China to be very interesting because in the same way that we cannot objectively measure our own culture, we are not super sensitive to our own propaganda. We're sensitive to other propaganda. When you see Chinese communist propaganda, you go, yeah, that's propaganda. But when you see, I don't know. Let me give it, I should give a good example. The things our culture values, the things our culture gives high socioeconomic status, right? Like bankers and lawyers, right? Bankers and lawyers in our culture are thought of as professionals doing a service for the world, not horrible parasites that are leeching off of the productive value of other people. So, and I think if you were able to kind of extract yourself from the culture and look at it objectively, you would see, we would see the horrors that we normalize. Some people do. I don't mind talking about them when they come up to me. Even if you haven't traveled much yourself, I have. I've traveled a decent amount. What questions do you think someone should ask themselves while traveling? Ask yourself the same questions. What do you like about this? What do you not like about this? What is true? Like when I went to LA, I found it grotesque. The opulence and the squalor in the same sort of vista was really hard for me to parse. And I think LA is kind of the epitome of this paradox of our society that we cannot integrate between the opulence and the squalor, with very little ethical kindness paid to the average experience of the average person. I think you'll love China. I think their model works for them. China is China. China is China first. And if you can do your best to, I guess the question I would say is do your best to empathize with what the people you're speaking to and experiencing actually think and believe. If you can expand your empathy to understanding that were you born in that body in that time, you would be them, you'd get a lot more out of enjoying the experience. I don't think the people in China see their one-party state as a trade-off in the way you see it. I think the last thing you said, what trade-offs people feel they're making and whether people see those trade-offs differently than the West, I think we are absolutely brainwashed to believe that we're free, and we're not. And that's fine, but I mean, it is the case. So maybe it's not fine with me. I don't accept it. It bothers me, but it is the case. So in the same way that we are not free, the people of China are not free. So I actually don't think we're all that different, and I don't need to smell my farts about it in the sense that I'm able to choose between one or more awful choices, whereas they just simply aren't. It doesn't seem like a meaningful distinction to me. Great question. You got a lot out of me, Smelly K9. It was a bit of a ramble, though. So defeating. Green was a master? What? Excuse me. What the fuck? Green? Okay. How the actual fuck do you get to master by capping corners, though? I don't get it. Hold on. Can someone explain this to me? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Come on, bro. Nah. Red being a master, I get. Red is close, but no cigar. I like how you played it. Thank you for not breaking my shit. That off cap 22 though to guard your bonus during when the game flipped to moving to kills. Aragon, if you see this, this is my key piece of advice for this master here. I don't hate you going bad to white. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I get why you did it because you didn't want to go bad to me. But the 22 off cap stack, you needed those troops. And you needed to not block the kill, so you would have ended up with a higher placement. Either way would have been better for you than what you did. He was guarding against green there. You know I was going to kill him. Maybe you didn't know I was going to kill him. I don't know. That could be the level up. Defeating 1 novice, 2 intermediates, and 2 masters. Thank you for watching this video. And best of luck in your travels, Smelly K9. Let us all know how the trip went for you. Sounds like an epic journey, and I hope you have a ton of fun, man. Folks, thank you. I love you. If you want to watch more Pete, just click it. It's right there waiting for you. The binge is real, folks. Give me a like. Give me a hype. Subscribe to the channel. I love you. Thank you. And for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.